I mentioned earlier, and Daniel mentioned, our efficiency programme. Whilst we have got a great track record so far, and in fact, we're in, I think, with the third out of all county councils in delivering efficiency programmes in recent years. We know we've still got to take more costs out of. And those costs are really about looking at our high-cost services and looking at taking cost out whilst also improving, not just maintaining performance. It is a big ask, but it does require us to rethink about the way that we are arranging and delivering our services. We also need a conversation with Norfolk residents, and we've started that, about what are our core and non-core services. And I'm pleased in the qualitative work that we've recently undertaken with some of the county's residents, that they, as well as tightening their own belt, expect the county council to tighten our belt, and in so doing, review the range of services that we provide. And as you'll probably pick up from the film clips that we've had, moving more towards self-service for residents, but also for staff through things like our HR self-service approach, and indeed also for members. So making a channel shift, in effect. The fourth element is about rationalising our accommodation. You will know, as I know, that whilst County Hall is seen as the main office building, in fact, we've got many office buildings around the county as a whole. Many of those, frankly, are not fit for purpose. We need to rationalise our estate. And in so doing, look at different ways of working. So we started off with King's Lynn at Priory House, and we've learnt lessons really about how we've managed that change process. But we do actually want to provide a modern, flexible and efficient and cost-effective and energy-efficient buildings for staff in which to be able to undertake their activities. But it isn't just about buildings. Buildings are self-evident, we need to use buildings, but we need to look at more flexible work patterns. So we need to look at better use of teleconferencing, potentially video conferencing, although teleconferencing, I think, for me, is perhaps more important. Looking at encouraging more home working, looking at, under the office accommodation, using sort of hot desking, and we've got a ratio of around 7 to 10, where we have to encourage and give people the technology tools to encourage and enhance mobile working, including working from home. But I know that changing a building is one thing. Changing how we work is the real big sort of cultural challenge in terms of, because I think we all can face change in different ways. But in rising to the challenge of change, we as a county council have to provide support and training to help you and your colleagues make those steps that are necessary to change behaviours. We're also, as part of the Norfolk Forward programme, looking to what we call maximised trading. And in that, we want to build upon our almost unique trading arm, Norse, the envy of many, many county councils, and now has a turnover of around 160, 180 million pounds, and actually is able to bring resources back into the county in terms of giving volume discounts to the county council and making a return that help with our overall financial position. Norse, for those who don't know, is actually countrywide now. It isn't just based in East Anglia. We actually have outlets in the north of England, particularly in Yorkshire and in Cumbria, the southwest of England, in places like Devon, and more recently, we're getting into the London market. So there's great opportunities for Norse to expand that will be of the benefit for the county council, because it actually keeps a lot of our local jobs in Norfolk. So in terms of Norfolk Forward programme, some of that you will know about. Hopefully you'll know about all of it. But the programme itself, to repeat, offers for the first time a coherence that we haven't had within the county council. And it's a mixture of both behavioural change and changing the nature of the sort of physical assets that we own, and indeed the way that we work.